Good morning, children. Now let's start the explanation of the paragraph of the story, that is, We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together, written by Gordon Cook and Alan East. Now, children, before starting the explanation, one thing I want to tell you that there are shifts in the narration of the events in the three sections of the story. There are three sections in the story. There are three shifts. When the author is narrating the story, there are three. The author is narrating the story. The narrator is narrating the story in three shifts, and those three shifts are the three sections of the story. Now, the first section is the beginning of the round, that is the journey, that is the voyage. And the first section was cheerful, as I told in the summary. The first section was cheerful and full of hope as the family began their planned journey, just like the one done 200 years ago by the famous captain James Cook. As I told you about him, that he was also a famous sailor, and he started his journey. He has started a journey 200 years ago. So the family, the Gordon Cook and Alan East, started the journey. They had perfected their seafaring skills for 16 years. They built a ship, Wave Walker, professionally, which was a 23-meter long and 30 tons wooden hull ship. They celebrated Christmas on the ship despite the bad weather. This is the first section. The second section is the struggle with the big attack. The second section, the struggle with the big attack, and this section changed from cheerful to intense. The family was under great pressure, and to survive the oncoming waves and bad weather condition, the giant wave created chaos, and the ship was about to overturn. Then the narrator was thrown off, into the water, and he almost drowned and got injured. He got injuries, and along with two hired crewmen, which I told you in the summary, the one is Larry Virgil of America, and second is Herb Sergil of Switzerland. And the narrator pumped out the water with the help of two hired crewmen. The narrator pumped out the water from the ship for a continuous of 36 hours. Then what happened? He also tried repairing the parts of the ship. He almost lost his hope and believed that they would die. The moment came when they realized that their end was near. But his children were fearless and courageous enough, which gave him the determination to fight back. This is the second section. And the third section is the victory. And with the support of his children, the narrator kept trying to keep the ship in order to reach the two small islands, that is the Amsterdam. They finally reached the destination and got help from the local inhabitants of that island. And his son called him the best daddy and the best captain. So these are the three sections in which the narrator is narrating the story. Now let's start the explanation of the paragraph one by one. Now I read the paragraph. In July 1976, my wife married Jonathan, 6, daughter Suzanne, 7. I set sail from Plymouth, England, to duplicate the round the world voyage made 200 years earlier by Captain James Cook. For the longest time, Mary and I, a 37-year-old businessman, had dreamed of sailing in the wake of the famous explorer. And for the past 16 years, we had spent all our leisure time honing our seafaring skills in British waters. Our boat, Wave Walker, 23-meter and 30-ton wooden hull beauty, had been professionally built, and we had spent months fitting it out and testing it in the roughest weather we could find. Now here the voyage is, you can say, that a long journey by sea or space, and here the duplicate means you can say that ki copy karna, copy to copy, and here in the also the leisure is here. Leisure is the free time. Leisure is, the meaning of leisure is free time. And now a seafaring skills means, seafaring skills, first I tell you the difficult meaning of the difficult words. Seafaring means, you can say that regularly traveling by sea, that is the seafaring. And here, and then here the meaning of the hunting are seafaring skill. This means the improving the skills required to travel by sea. यानी समुद्री यात्रा अगर करने के लिए जो है आप बिल्कुल परफेक्ट होना, उसका अभ्यास करना, उसकी प्रैक्टिस करना, that is called the hunting or seafaring skills. Now wooden hull means a water weight body of a ship. Now see what in this paragraph, what author wants to say, that children, that the narrator, 37 years old businessman, along with his wife Mary, and two children, that is the two children, Jonathan aged 6 and Suzanne aged 7, went on voyage or a journey by sea with his on ship in July 1976. Then what happened? And they started from where? Plymouth. They started from Plymouth, England. And then what they wanted. Actually, why they started this journey? Because they wanted to complete the sea trip around the world, just like one that had been completed 200 years ago by the famous captain James Cook. And James Cook was also a famous sailor and captain. The narrator and his wife spent 16 years. Spent how many years? 16 years. Spent 16 years improving their seafaring skills. And I told you what is the seafaring skill. Seafaring skills means regularly traveling by sea, and they spent how many years? 16 years improving their seafaring skills. Now they got a ship built professionally, and that ship was 23 meter long and 30 tons heavy wooden, called Wave Walker. Ship का नाम क्या था? Wave Walker. And they took several months to test it in the roughest of weathers, and they had practiced with that ship for several in the toughest weathers. यानी जब उन्होंने मतलब कहने का कि जब मैरी और गॉर्डन ने, जब यहाँ पे नरेटर जो है वो 37 इयर्स ओल्ड बिजनेसमैन है, अपनी वाइफ के, अपनी 2 बच्चों के साथ, जॉनथन एंड सुजैन, एक वॉयस पर एक समुद्री यात्रा पे निकलते हैं इन 1976 में, जो कि प्लाईमाउथ इंग्लैंड से शुरू होता है। एंड वो जो है बिल्कुल कैप्टन जेम्स कुक, जिन्होंने 200 साल पहले समुद्री यात्रा की थी, एडवेंचरस जर्नी की थी, दे वांटेड टू फॉलो दैट जर्नी। एंड नरेटर और उसकी वाइफ जो थी वो उन्होंने इस समुद्री प्रैक्टिस के लिए, समुद्री यात्रा करने के लिए 16 इयर्स अपने आप को उन्होंने इसमें प्रैक्टिस की थी, और उन्होंने अपनी शिप बनाई प्रोफेशनली। दे गॉट अ शिप, और जो 23 मीटर लॉन्ग थी, 30 मीटर हैवी थी, टन्स हैवी थी, और उसका नाम था वेव वॉकर। एंड दे टुक सेवरल मंथ्स एंड दे प्रैक्टिस सेवरल मंथ्स इन द रफेस्ट ऑफ द वेदर। नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द सेकेंड पैराग्राफ। Now here the second paragraph. The first leg of a planned 3 years, 150 kilometers journey passed pleasantly as we sailed down the west coast of Africa to Cape Town, and there before heading east we took on 2 crewmen and the American Larry Virgil and Swiss Herb Sergeler to help us tackle one of the world's roughest seas, in southern Indian Ocean. On our second day out of the Cape Town, we began to encounter strong gales for next few weeks, and then they blew continuously. Gales did not worry me, but the size of the waves was alarming, up to 15 meters as high as our main mast. Now here the children, now here the in this paragraph the author is saying that the initial phase of the 3 years long journey of how many kilometers, 150,100 kilometers, passed pleasantly. The initial stage of 3 years long journey of this approx kilometers passed very in a very good way, in a pleasant way. They sailed down the west coast of Africa to Cape Town, and the narrator hired 2 crewmen, as I told you in summary, before heading towards the east to tackle the roughest sea, the southern Indian Ocean. And their names were Larry Virgil, an American, and Herb Sergeler, a Swiss, and it belonged to Switzerland. Then on the second day in Cape Town, they encountered a very strong wind, which continued for several weeks. And a strong wind was not a problem. The strong wind, the strong wind was not a problem, but 15 meters high waves, which were the height of the mast, worried the narrator. Here, the mast is, the meaning of the mast is a tall upright structure on a boat or ship. In a tall upright structure on a boat or ship. आपने देखा होगा ना, you've seen the ship जब वहाँ पे एक बड़ा सा बिल्कुल steep सा बिल्कुल stick लगा रहता है, and that has curtain tied thing was tied to that stick. A strong upright structure on a boat on a ship. You have seen the structure of the boat or ship, I think. So the initial phase of the 3 years long journey of approx kilometers passed very pleasantly, and they sailed down the west coast of the Africa to Cape Town. The narrator hired 2 crewmen and heading towards to tackle the roughest sea of the southern Indian Ocean. And those 2 crewmen were Larry Virgil, American, and Herb Sergel, a Swiss. Then on the second day in Cape Town, they encountered a very strong wind, which continued for several weeks. Then afterwards, a strong wind was not the problem for the narrator, but 15-meter high waves, which were the height of the mast, worried the narrator. यानी जो बिल्कुल जो जहाज के बिल्कुल जो सबसे ऊपर टॉप का जो पार्ट था, उसके उतनी तक जो है वेव्स जो है वो वहाँ तक वेव्स की हाइट थी. ये नरेटर के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा टेंशन की बात थी. और अदरवाइज़ वो विंड जो है वो उनके लिए इतनी ज़्यादा वरीड नहीं थे विंड के लिए. लेकिन यहाँ पे था कि जो पहला जो स्टेज था वो बहुत ही अच्छा निकला. एंड व्हेन दे रीच केप टाउन, और नरेटर एंड दोज क्रूमैन ऑलरेडी ही हायर 2 crewmen, और जो है उनको सदर्न इंडियन ओशन जो रफेस्ट सी था उसको पार करने के लिए, उसको क्रॉस करने के लिए ही हायर 2 crewmen. और इसके बाद जो है सेकेंड डे पे, यानी ऑन दूसरे दिन जो है वो केप टाउन में उन्होंने एक बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग विंड का सामना किया, विच वॉज जो हफ्तों भर चली. और वो स्ट्रॉन्ग विंड नरेटर की प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी, बल्कि प्रॉब्लम क्या थी, 15 मीटर हाई वेव्स उनके लिए सबसे ज़्यादा टेंशन वाली बात थी. Now let's move to the next paragraph, children. Now December 25 found us 3,500 kilometers east of Cape Town. Despite atrocious weather, we had a wonderful holiday, complete with a Christmas tree. New Year's Day saw no improvement in the weather, but we reasoned that it had to change soon, and it had changed for the worse. Now, at dawn on January 2, the waves were gigantic. We were sailing only a small storm jib, and were still making 8 knots. As the ship rose to the top of each wave, we could see endless, enormous seas rolling towards us, and the screaming of the wind and spray was painful to the ears. Now, to the ears. To slow the boat down, we dropped the storm jib and lashed a heavy mooring rope in the loop across the stern. Then we double lashed everything, went through our life raft drill, attached lifelines, donned oilskins and life jackets, and waited. Now children, let's see the meaning of difficult words first. Now the atrocious means bad. Atrocious means bad, of very poor quality. And gigantic means, you know that gigantic, huge, of big size. And here jib is, you can say the triangular staysail set toward the mast in the ship. आपने देखा होगा ना वो ट्राइंगल टाइप का जो सेट बना रहता है शिप के बिल्कुल ऊपर टॉप पर, दैट इज कॉल्ड द जिब. And enormous use very large size, very big size. And here knots is, here the knots means you can say that ki unit of speed equal to 1 nautical mile per hour, used especially of ships, aircraft or winds. मतलब एक यूनिट होती है स्पीड की, especially used in the ship or aircraft or winds. Now here the lashed means you can say that to hit with a lot of force, यानी बहुत ज़्यादा तेज़ी से जो है वो वार करना या हिट करना, that is called lashed. And mooring is here. Mooring is a rope, the ropes. आप कह सकते हैं रस्सियाँ, कुछ कह सकते हैं ropes or chains, ropes or chains. That is mooring. And loop is here a shape produced that bends round the across bend. यानी आपने देखा ना shape produced that bends round the across, और ये क्या कहना होता है कि bend या झुकना जिसे कहते हैं, that is called loop. And then stern is here. Stern means you can say that ki, the back part of the ship or a boat. Stern is the back part of the ship or a boat. And dund means put on करना. ये ऑयल स्किन्स आपने देखा होगा कि हैवी कॉटन क्लोथ, वाटर प्रूफ विथ ऑयल. अक्सर जो है वो समुद्री यात्रा जो जर्नी करते हैं सी की, वो अक्सर ये जैकेट जो है वो पहनते हैं ताकि वो जो है वो उनको कभी ऐसी इमरजेंसी हो तो दे कैन सेव देमसेल्फ. So let's now in this paragraph what author wants to say that children, that on December 25 they had traveled 3500 kilometers east of Cape Town. 35 kilometers east of Cape Town, and they celebrated Christmas together despite the bad weather. The weather remained the same till New Year's Day, but they hoped for it to change soon. यानी 25 दिसंबर तक उन्होंने 35 किलोमीटर्स केप टाउन ईस्ट में पहुंचे. 3500 किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस तय करके दे रीच केप ईस्ट ऑफ द केप टाउन, और वहाँ पे उन्होंने एक साथ जो है वो क्रिसमस मनाया इन स्पाइट ऑफ द बैड वेदर. एंड द वेदर रिमेन द सेम टिल न्यू ईयर्स डे, बट दे होप फॉर इट टू चेंज सून. And the weather condition became worse by worse. So on the early morning of January 2, on January 2, what happened? On January 2, what happened? The waves were very huge. They were sailing with a small storm jib at the speed of 8 knots. यानी 8 knots के स्पीड से, नॉट्स आई टोल्ड यू कि यूनिट ऑफ स्पीड होती है, तो 8 नॉट्स की स्पीड से वो छोटे से जिब जो आप ट्रायंगुलर सेल सिस्टम आपने देखा होगा, यू हैव सीन इन टॉप मोस्ट ऑफ द शिप में, उसके साथ वो ट्रेवल कर रहे थे. जनवरी 2 में एक बहुत सारी जो वेव्स जो लहर थी वो बहुत बड़ी लहरें जो आ रही थी शिप पे टकरा रही थी. एंड दे वर सेलिंग विद अ स्मॉल स्टॉर्म जिब एट अ स्पीड ऑफ 8 नॉट्स. जो जिब थी वो स्टॉर्म को रोकने के लिए बनाई जाती है. तो when the ship was sailing with the huge waves, जब शिप जो है वो बड़ी बड़ी लहरों के साथ जो है वो तैर रही थी, वो चल रही थी, जर्नी कर रही थी, they could see the huge sea in front of him. और वो जो नरेटर थे और उनकी फैमिली थे वो देख सकते थे अपनी आंखों के सामने एक बड़ा सा विशाल, एक बहुत बड़ा समंदर they can see in the form of waves. Now the noise of the waves and strong winds was painful for the ears, and they dropped the storm. What they did? They dropped the storm jet and they dropped the storm jet to what? Why they dropped the storm jet? To slow down the ship and hit a heavy mooring rope across the back part of the ship in a loop. उन्होंने क्या किया कि जल्दी से जैसी वो शिप जो है वो टकराई स्ट्रॉन्ग विंड से और वेव से और बहुत ही पेनफुल नॉइस थी जो उन्हें सुनाई दी, तो उन्होंने क्या किया कि जो स्टॉर्म जिप थी, जो स्टॉर्म को रोकने के लिए ट्रायंगुलर शेप का जिप बना रहता है ऑन द टॉप मोस्ट ऑफ द शिप, उसको उन्होंने स्लो डाउन किया, स्पीड को भी स्लो डाउन किया, और फिर इसके बाद उन्होंने एक रस्सी निकाली और शिप को बैक पार्ट से जो है वो बिल्कुल उसको जो है वो बाइंड कर दिया. एंड दे लैश्ड एवरीथिंग, एंड व्हाट हैपेंड, दे लैश्ड एवरीथिंग इन विद डबल फोर्स. उन्होंने जो लास्ट आई टोल्ड यू कि टू हिट विद अ फोर्स, बिल्कुल बल से, बिल्कुल ताकत से धक्का देना, उन्होंने हर एक चीज़ को डबल फोर्स से, डबल ताकत से जो है वो पुश किया. एंड दे पुट आउट ऑन देयर ऑयल स्किन एंड लाइफ जैकेट्स, एंड उन्होंने अपने लाइफ जैकेट्स जो पहनते हैं, जो आपने देखा हुआ यू सीन कि जब भी कोई इमरजेंसी पड़ती है तो जब पैसेंजर्स ऑन द शिप जो है वो यूज टू वेयर लाइफ जैकेट्स. और फिर उन्होंने ऑयल स्किन्स वो जैकेट्स निकाल लिया और लाइफ लाइन एंड वेंट थ्रू द लाइफ ड्रिल्स एंड वेटेड. और वो जो फिर इसके बाद ये सब पहनकर अपने आप को वो मतलब इन द ऑथर वॉन्ट से दैट कि द नरेटर इज सेइंग दैट कि ऑल प्रिपरेशन दे हैव मेड, they were mentally prepared, they were physically prepared to face the storm, and all these with all these things they have prepared themselves. Now children, we will stop here, and in next lecture we will continue the explanation of the paragraph. So children, we will stop here, and in next lecture we will again continue and discuss the paragraph and continue the explanation of the paragraph. So take care of yourself and your family, children, and read, and please read your book also. So take care of yourself and goodbye.